Oi, oi, all right, how's it going? I'm Grant, you're you. This is the Doodle Review coming through with a new album to give a spin, chat some fraff about, and then assign an arbitrary score to. Today, it's the earliest part of the year where not much is cracking. So I'm doing my best to catch up on albums I missed towards the back half of 2024. And so we're looking at Fucked Up's Another Day. Fucked Up are a Canadian band whose passion and commitment to the true spirit of punk and hardcore has burned bright since their inception in the early 2000s. At a macro, kind of zoomed out level, their music is, yes, aggressive and holds a candle for the sound you'd associate with the hardcore label, but their inclusivity, DIY values, and rejection of limitations, even at the height of their success, has created a sprawling body of work that really defies labels despite being resolutely hardcore. Over the course of 9 albums, a ton of EPs, 7 inches, one-offs, live albums, and experiments, the thing that's most interesting about the group is how they tend to do their best work when pursuing a high concept, an unlikely sound, or putting strict limitations on themselves. David Comes to Life, their 2011 classic, was a concept record charting a love story between a factory worker and an activist in 70s Britain. They have an ongoing project inspired by zodiac signs. Dose Your Dreams was a move into acid house, almost proving the band do their best work when giving themselves clear stylistic direction. I would say 2014's Glass Boys, an album with the least obvious impetus, has been their weakest. So it's good to know then that Another Day stays true to the high concept formula that works for this band. It's a sequel to 2023's One Day, a project in which each member had to record their parts in a strict 24-hour window. And as the title suggests, this LP follows the same rules. According to guitarist and songwriter Mike Halichuk, it's actually part of a series of 4 records we can expect to see created under these conditions, and demonstrating just how out of date I am. The band have already released part 3, known as Someday, which I just haven't gotten to yet, but do expect a review of that soon, or at this point by December 2025. What's cool, and this applies to both records I've heard so far, is that the 24-hour time limit hasn't had any impact on the dynamism of Fucked Up songwriting. I'm guessing the 24-hour rule applies only to recording and not writing, which might come together in a bit more time. But even so, the inventiveness, particularly related to the guitar, of tracks like I Think I Might Be Weird, or on this one, Stimming and Tell Yourself You Will, is really captivating. The former, Stimming, is based around these looping lead guitar lines that are constantly moving throughout the entire track, even underneath the bass, drums, and vocals, and they often break to harmonize. It creates this melodic chaos, which is just really fun, and it's like the vocals of Damien Abraham, the bass of Sandy Miranda, and drums of Jonah Falco are a boat, and they're sailing across this ocean of sound that, if you were to visualize, would kind of look like a Jackson Pollock painting. Where the self-imposed time limits on recording might have be having an impact is in the production and sound of the LP. Despite now really enjoying this record and finding no weak links in the track listing, from a song perspective, it took me ages to get into it. I feel like everything sounds quite homogenous and flat, which is really surprising when most of the tracks are based around quite inventive riffs. I feel like the lack of variety when it comes to guitar tones or performance velocity has resulted in one smooth block of sound that can be quite hard to find a way into. I've also noticed that the longer I listen, the more I hear a distorted crackling sound to Abraham's vocals, which bleed into other instruments in the mix. It's like his vocals were recorded on a portable tape machine that's batteries are running out. Production gripes aside, as I say, I am actually quite enamored with this album. I was lucky enough to catch the band live when they came through our town just before the end of the year, and it was during the show that the few cuts they played from this LP properly clicked, and that became my way into the rest of the record. I love the anthemic nature of Another Day itself and how the chorus emerges from these ascending and descending guitar licks. The chorus itself, with Abraham's throaty, gravelly responses to the melodic gang vocals of his other bandmates, is just pure fucked up. Across this record and One Day, I've also really enjoyed how Mike Halichuk and Josh Zucker's guitar tones almost take on this power pop, glam rock, Thin Lizzy persona in the harmonies, and incorporating this into the fucked up sound would seem like quite a rogue choice, but it really works. There isn't a single song here that I don't enjoy, and it might be recency bias, but I think I might enjoy Another Day pound for pound a bit more than One Day. I'm going to add this one to the buy list for sure, give it a 7.7 and knock it on the head. That's obviously just my opinion though, which in the grand scheme of things means sweet diddly. What are you lot saying? If you've heard it, let me know in the comments. If you haven't, go hear it, come back and let me know. Check out some other reviews that are linked in the description for this video. And if you can be asked to do all of that, subscribe, stick around, share some thoughts, show some love, or just hold some abuse in the comments. And I'll see you in the next video. All right. Cheers, mate. There you go. Take care. Bye.